Dead.
I'm gonna turn on my fan during the podcast. Here we go.
Sounds like you're shaving.
That's I got this at the Family Dollar for a
Hivecast, Pidgeotto, and should we fry him?
It sounds like
What?
you're about to read an audiobook.
It sounds like you're gonna sell
Welcome
me a
to
car
chapter
right I'm in a hotel room.
I will begin this chapter by discussing the various ways to prepare a Pidgeotto.
Welcome to the Hivecast. I don't know what episode we're on.
Oh, did I can check? Hold on.
It's that episode. That's the episode we're on.
That's the episode. Make up the title.
Put that. I know you. I know the
We're on episode 13.
Wow.
You guys notice how Friday the 13th was the last regular Friday we had?
Yeah, well, I didn't get killed by anyone. It wasn't that eventful.
Unfortunate. I know we all wish it happened.
Brandon, did I tell you my dream about how I got murdered by Ghostface from Scream?
I don't think you did.
All right, well, this happened 2 nights ago. I'm not gonna go throughout. So basically, the whole synopsis for the first beginning was I'm in elementary. I had a sister. I met a friend, and I bought a Digimon game from some shady kid at the playground, and then we went to some
binge round.
I don't know. No, but then we went. I don't know why that was at the beginning. That had nothing to do with Ghostface. I just remember while we were leaving, we invited my new friend to a little pizza shop or whatever.
Was it a boy or a girl?
It was a boy. It was like
a
dark skinned boy.
Ew!
It was a what?
It was a little dark skinned boy.
It was market days that day.
Oh my god! And then so we're leaving the pizza shop, and I remember these guys acting creepy, and my parents were like, "Oh, come on, let's go." And then my sister took away my Digimon game, and she was like, "Oh, you're too young to know how to play this. I'm gonna play it or whatever." I was like, "Okay." And then I don't remember what happened from there, but then we were at my house. It was my same house but different family, and we're getting ready to leave because something was happening, and I remember there wasn't a car in the garage, and I was looking into the house from the garage, and I saw Ghostface in where my kitchen table is, and then he real creepy Tribe 12 how Slenderman pops in and out of frame, and you hear the cracking. It was like that, and he disappeared, and I was like, oh. And then we went inside, and it was weird because it didn't keep the same it didn't feel like horror because we were in there and we saw Ghostface. He was standing in the corner of the living room, and we're like, "Hey, is it okay to leave?" And we're like, "Thumbs up for yes, thumbs down for no." And then my mother in the dream was like, "Oh, you and your sister, you guys leave through the upstairs door or whatever," and we're like, "Yeah, it's a good idea." So we run upstairs, Ghostface in pursuit. We go into my parents' upstairs room. We lock the door and we hear banging. And then we go into the closet, and then there was a little door that led to an attic thing. But at the end of the attic, there was another door. And so we heard the attic door from the closet rattling. And we're like, "Oh, we gotta go." And then we opened the door to the outside, and there was a bird cage, and I kicked it down. And I told my sister, "Oh, you go first." And she's like, "Okay." And then she jumped out, and then I turn around, and I see Ghostface speed walking towards me. And then I jumped out the window. I jumped out the window. He grabbed my foot. My body bashed into the side of the house, and he stabbed me in the back. And then I woke up.
That's surreal. So did I ever tell you about the premonition, Jay? I told you oh, your senior year is gonna be pretty whatever, but there's one day that you need to be in fear of. Okay.
And what day is that?
That Friday the 13th, the final one, that was Fun Friday. Now, let me tell you, there's no problem with Fun Friday, but there is a problem with the senior bash, whatever the gay. Yeah, that was literally like, can you imagine going to the ninth circle of hell and then just staying there for an hour? They were just playing mumble rap for 2 hours.
Oh my god.
Like through the speakers, and then they would get on the PA and be like, all right, everyone, are you ready for your raffle? It's going to be this number. And then they like lower their freaking mumble rap just so you can hear them talking. And they're like, 78102. You want a t-shirt? Come on up and get it, senior. And you're just like, yeah.
All right, Brandon, here's the plan. Here's the plan, Brandon. So from the beginning of the year to senior bash, we have to make real good buddy friends with the librarians. Then when that day comes, we try to hide in the library. But if they don't let us, we hide in the restroom and play Yu-Gi-Oh!
They let you play.
I like it.
You guys aren't as pimping as me, so that might not work. I was gonna say they might let you play Yu-Gi-Oh! At the senior bash, but then I remembered like you guys don't have as much status as me, not to sound like a Chad, but
we don't have as status as you, as like we can do whatever we want because like we like known by everyone, we're cool, but we have the status of we go under the radar.
Yeah, but I think it's kind of hard to go under the radar when you build a table.
You built a table?
I built a table in the middle of the senior bash, like the stand-up ones. I just grabbed one, popped it up, got 2 chairs, and I was like, all right, let's duel. Just right there in the middle of the gymnasium.
Right in the middle?
Right in the middle?
Right in the middle. It was like in the front. I was by the DJ booth.
The DJ's just looking at you. He's like, yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, you're not even supposed to go near the DJ. They're like, you can't be over here. Like, it's only for requests. And I was like, shut up.
Me and Brandon are going to hide behind the bleachers.
I remember doing that in middle school. All we did was throw baseballs at some kid.
Oh, did you guys ever hear about the story of the girl that got raped underneath the bleachers?
Okay, whoa.
I don't want to talk about that right now.
Whoa. I know about it, but not right now.
Oh, I was just asking. I'm not saying I was going to say it. I was just asking.
I feel like that part is just going to be like very bass boosted to the point where you can't understand anything or something. Like it's just gonna be like, did you ever hear about that? And we're just gonna
try 12 or what?
Yeah, you're about to say like the code to something. I don't know.
Code,
like hacking, like code.
Oh, I was about to say like
for the winter.
Python freaking speaking the strings of code, and I was like, I can't do that. I don't remember any strings of code.
Now, is there anything else we need to look out for us being
try to take the office aid. A lot of people like actively try to get it and don't get it, and then there's me who I didn't even want to get it, and they gave it to me. If you get it, you'll be able to make friends with all the staff, so that's good. That's always helpful. Now I know what you're thinking. Why would I want to be friends with the staff? Or you don't. You just want to think that they're your friends. Like all the librarians, Jay saw me. They were working me like a slave.
It was weird because like we were in the library for the schedule thing for next year, and my substitute teacher was like they were like, "Atta boy, Nick," or whatever. Like they're like, "Oh, you're doing a good job," and then like my substitute teacher was patting his back, and I was like, "Okay," but then she did it for like a weirdly long time.
Yeah, she was rubbing my back for a while. I felt like she was gonna like ask me to dinner or something. It was kind of awkward.
Yeah, me and Andy had just finished, and we're sitting down, and all of a sudden Nick walks in, and I was like, "Is that Nick?" And Andy was like, "Where? I don't see him." I was like, "Look over there," and he's like, "Oh, that is him." And then we looked at him, and we're trying to get his attention, and then he looked at us, and when we weren't, he just walked up to us. He was like, "Yeah."
My God, dude! While I was sitting there, I was just on my phone. And Nick's like, "Dang, Jay, what are you gonna do with all these pretty girls around you?"
That's such a dad thing to say. Why would you say that?
Because I wanted to mess with them and see what the girls would say. They didn't say anything. They were so ugly. They were like so. They look like the type of girls that get like the glue on nails and the talkies, and they're like, you want to get a problem?
I'll give you an idea, Brandon. Brandon, they did TikToks every single class I had them.
You know what I have to say about that?
Did you shart into your mic?
Yeah, I did. It's a secret though, don't tell anyone.
Dude, hold on, I just remembered.
Hmm.
I'm taking you guys with me. I have Dr. Pepper flavored cotton candy.
Dude, oh my god, you glitched? And I thought you were gonna say two things. Like all I heard was I thought you were gonna say condoms or coffee.
I heard him clearly.
No, I think Slenderman's in my room.
Dr. Pepper cotton candy. The sweet taste of Dr. Pepper, but it's cotton candy. It was $1.50.
That's advertising.
Yeah, so the other day I joined my English teacher's Zoom, and I'm pretty sure I gave someone an epileptic seizure.
Was your background like the Porygon episode of Pokemon or something?
A little bit. I turned my camera on. I had disco lights coming from my TV. I had my red LEDs on my shelf, and I had my black light on, and and I was listening to. I've been listening to a lot of Mio Honda lately, and I had that blaring. And she's like, "How you doing?" I turned my mic on. It sounded like a disco, and I was like, "I'm doing pretty good." And then I chugged like those large Slurpee cups that you get at Stripes. I had one of those filled with water, and I chugged it.
I wish I had Zoom calls, dude. I would give my room a setup like a Slayer concert where it's just red and white lights flashing. And I just have Cannibal Corpse playing in the back and just be like walking around. And they're gonna be like, "Hey, Nick, you there?" And I'm gonna just all you're just like, "Oh, hold on, guys, stop the music, stop!" I'm like, "Oh, what's up?"
I get in my meetings and I just angle the camera to where you could perfectly see my poster of Hatsune Miku.
What I'm gonna do? I wish I had Zoom calls again, dude. Like I would stitch together all of my lewd posters and wear them like a cloak.
Brennan, next time, if our math teacher has a Zoom meeting, I don't know if he will. Probably near the end of the year to be like, "Oh, goodbye" or whatever. But if he does, I want us to join so you can see what I do. It's like
I joined the last call and there was the Johnny Sins picture.
Don't worry, I'm playing Halo muted. That way I can like get peak, as you guys say. But I haven't raged yet, so.
Sounded like you did.
No, it's because like some kid tried to assassinate me because obviously I don't have my headset on. Some kid like jumped behind me and I didn't see him and I like walked backwards and I just threw a random grenade and I happened to stick him.
Wow.
King of games.
Yeah, that's what they call my left nut.
Okay.
Your grandma will see me in hell.
So have you boys been keeping up with your workouts?
I forgot about that, honestly.
Nick?
No, I've been slacking. My workouts have been lifting up always at work.
I was cutting the yard and I lost my voice.
I've been getting more intense with mine.
Dude, I'm just waiting for the gym to open so I can just like my eyes roll back into my skull, and I like the god of Odin possessing my body. It's not the same being in my bedroom. I like being in the gym where everyone's intimidated.
Low-key do, when it opens back up, try to take me with. I
don't have a card.
Oh, Jay, our school, like, the gym should be, or the weight room should be open for free.
Like, Jay's gonna go in there.
Yeah, like,
he's gonna start shaking.
That's what I'm
I don't want it. Dirty ass.
He's gonna be like, guys, can I use the bench? He's gonna be like, they're gonna be like, bend over, femboy.
I don't want to go to a gym at school. I don't want to go there and see people from school.
Yeah,
it's the best part.
You
get to show them that you're smarter than them.
Went to the weight room for soccer, and I was just there being me. And then like one of the big football boys were there, and they're like, "Hey, come here, can you lift this?" And it was like the deadlift, and it had like 245s on it. And I was like, "I'll try," and I lifted it. And he's like, "You see that, pretty boy? You're weak." And they slap some other kid.
Oh my god!
What's happening with your mic?
I would have killed myself, dude. Oh my lord!
Jesus Christ!
They just yelled
at me. I'm going through a goddamn war flashback right now.
He just looked at some other kid, said, "You're weak, pretty boy," and slapped him. And I was like, "Huh."
Oh my god! That's what I miss about football, dude. The trash talking. You made blood course through my veins.
Didn't you say you left because they started acting real gay?
Yeah. No, I left because, like, I'm not, okay, let me just, disclaimer, I'm not religious, but I respect religion. But, like, one of the practices, like, he was like, all right, everyone get in the huddle. And they're like, okay. He's like, all right, take a knee. And we're like, okay. And then, like, a priest came to the practice and started praying, and I was like, I don't know about this one, coach. I'm a little scared.
That doesn't even happen in, like, the NFL. What would...
My skin started bubbling. I was like, coach!
I don't like what your mic's doing.
You sound like the man behind the slaughter.
They started exercising me in the middle of freaking practice, dude.
I'm gonna
they're like, he can't lift the plate over
candy with a knife.
Why would they bring a priest?
I don't know. It was really weird.
Was it like before a game or something?
Guys, I'm taking the entire cotton candy out.
Summer practice.
I know, but
it was literally like a summer. No, it was like in the summer. It's literally just like it was training. It was conditioning only. That's all it was. That's all we would do is condition. So all we would do is just exercise to get us ready for the actual season. And just a priest came, and I was like, "Oh yeah, what is it? Am I gonna die? Is this for my funeral?
Am I about to get shot? What's happening?"
Keep your voice monotone, because when you start getting louder, that's when it messes up.
I'm sorry, Mom.
No, one time there was the school was having this one like party thing or whatever. It was like this one class. I think it was like Eco Life or something. They're like, "Oh, we were gonna have pizza," and me and my friend were like, "Well, if they have pizza, who cares?" So I skipped band practice and I went, and we were there and it was all chill, right? Everything was all fine. Nothing weird was happening. But then
Francis showed up.
Almost. We're finished.
Pope Francis II.
Father Isaac or something.
We're about to eat the pizza, and they had the pizza right in front of us. And they're like, "Okay, hold on. Before we eat the pizza, I'd like to say a prayer." So they sat us all down in a circle, and they started praying. And I was like, "I just want my pizza."
Did I ever tell you guys? Like, I've never been religious. Like, only like up to 5th grade, and then 6th grade, I had like a free will. Not saying that if you like, I'm not saying anything bad. This is my parents forced it on me. But so like 6th grade is when I stopped being a believer. But there's this girl I liked, and she was in what was it called?
She was in the church club.
Yeah, pretty much. She was in the FCA. That's what it's called. And I was like, I was friends with the teacher who ran the FCA, and I was like, yeah, I'll join. Screw it. I don't know if you get what the FCA stands for, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. I was in football, but I was not Christian. So I was like, all right. I would go in for the little club meetings, and they would just start praying, and I'm just there. I'm literally just sitting there in all black while all the preppy kids are just like, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. And then just in the back of the freaking class, you just hear heavy metal playing through my earbuds, like muffled.
Anyway,
yeah, that was fun.
So, like, what made you stop believing?
9/11.
Well, what?
That's honestly reasonable. I can see why people would think that.
Did you join me? Maximilian Pegasus?
Nicky boy. No, but like straight up, Nick.
He's dead.
You think I'm joking?
Wait, can you elaborate on it then?
9/11, bro. Like, okay, so I've always been. Hold on, let me take off my uniform first because I don't want to be in uniform speaking sacrilege.
Are you still in the Whataburger uniform? Yeah, he's been in a Whataburger uniform this whole time.
I had it on to limit my powers. But, oh, yeah, like, I've always been kind of, like, wishy-washy with, like, the whole thing. I've never been, like, 100% there or 100% against it. I'm still not 100% against it. I think it's fine. Whatever you want to believe is up to you. But, like, the one thing that, like, when I was a kid always bothered me was, like, when there would be, like, really bad stuff. Like 9/11, for example, I would just like, I was innocent. I wasn't like, I didn't have any dogma in my head where I was like, oh. I was just like, oh, like, I was just thinking, like, if God is good, why did he let like 6,000 people die? That was pretty much like what started it. And then I just kind of, from there, I just headcanon. I think like religion is okay, but I don't know about organized religion, like going to churches. That's kind of weird. Like, I believe in, like, if you're going to be religious, you should be religious in your home because that's also a holy place. And, like, that's more important than going out to, like, a church and all that. I feel like that doesn't really have that much of a point. But, like I said, it's up to you.
Yeah, like, as a child, my grandma would always make me go. And,
I think that's the problem too, is that they, like the older people, they force it on younger generations. I think it should be something you discover for yourself. Like, you know?
Yeah.
I think like if I wasn't forced into it, I feel like I would have been more open into it instead of being like
like as a child, like I would always have to go every Sunday, and like, I'd be fine with it. I was like, yeah, religion or whatever. But then like it's always been hard for me to believe everything they say.
You know what? I will admit though, it is really cool, like the churches and everything. They're so, like, I'm sure as an architect you can appreciate it too. Like, they're so well put together, some of them, like the big cathedrals.
Yeah.
They're beautiful. Like with the stained glasses, what the hell is this, Minecraft? I said glasses instead of glass. Like the stained glass and like all that. It's beautiful. It's nice to look at. It makes you feel safe, you know? It feels like a good place to be in. And like the music too. It's very nice. Like, coming from someone who listens to freaking music about children dying, I like hearing peaceful music too. You know, I don't know if I ever told you guys, but there was a point in my life, I think it was last year, when I was considering joining the church band. I was going to play guitar for the
Some people
church.
get their start like that.
Yeah, because like I have a friend who is, when he graduates, he wants to become a pastor. And I was telling him, like, man, I had a dream that, like, I was playing church I was playing like guitar in a church, and he was like, "No, maybe it's a sign." Well, he was like, "Maybe it's a sign from God. Maybe you should join." And I was like, "I don't know, man." I was like, "That'd be kind of weird for me because my situation." They'd be like, "Oh, so what religion are you?" And I'd be like, "Atheist." They're gonna be like, "Lebo."
What about you, Brandon?
What about me?
Your views.
I'm Christian.
He's a good boy.
Brandon's a good boy.
I like religion, honestly. Like I said, I don't have any problem with it. I genuinely don't. It's not. I don't see it like, oh, you believe in God, you're a puppet. I'm like, no, that's cool, dude. Honestly, I dislike people who don't like religion more than I dislike people who like
I
religion.
feel like it's the
Because a lot
same
of
thing as
people
like
who
with
are anti.
anything, where it's like I'm fine with it as long as you're not forcing it on other people. Like I told you about
Yeah,
that
that's
one
how
thing
I
that
feel
happened in
about
high
it
school.
too.
Some dude was like, they said something about God, and he was just like, "Oh, God doesn't exist." I was like, "All right then, dude. No one asked."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's just too much. Like that's so dumb. Like even me, I don't personally believe it, but I'm not gonna like go up to someone like you, Brandon, who believes and be like, "Dude, why do you do that? You're so dumb, man. How do you wake up every day?" I'm like, what? No, dude, that's so stupid. Like I may not be religious, but I have my own beliefs or like principles or whatever, and that's pretty much just like to be a good person.
Yeah, like
Like
our one friend that Nick is not very fond of. Uh,
who?
I know
the
who.
one in our math class.
Oh my god, that's no. She's the type
No,
of
no, no,
person. Oh my
no,
god,
okay.
don't even get me started, dude. I'm gonna start
No,
a
but like
freaking
even
crusade.
her, who's like really like hardcore religious, like hates her aunt because she is like, if you don't do this in the Bible, then you're a sinner and you're gonna burn in hell.
Yeah, like I don't like that. I'm like the thing I do like about Christianity, Catholicism, or whatever is like it makes people like be better people. Like it makes them have better beliefs and like you know what I mean, right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brandon? People are more like they're like I need to be a good Christian person, and like I've had religious people tell me like, "Oh, you're really Christian," like just like with my attitude, and I'm like, "Nah, dude, I'm not religious. I just have good manners and everything. That's all it takes." Like if so let's say like God is real and all that. I'm pretty sure I won't go to hell because I'm not a bad person.
I feel like it's just the thing where people just stick too much to one side. Like, there's the whole side of people where it's like some sweet old lady at the market, like you pay for her stuff or something just to be nice, and she's like, "God blesses you" or something. They're just like, "You disgust me." It's like, what's wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
Dude, yeah, like that. I'm like, oh my god.
Like she didn't do anything wrong. She just basically said thank you, and you're just like, you're a horrible person.
God. I'm done with Halo. No, like especially down here in the South, dude. The God gets thrown around a lot. It's like they're like, "Oh, God be with you," or like, "Have a blessed day." Because we're the South, we're known for being a hospital, for being nice. Like up north, I went to a gas station and like this girl was like, "Oh, have a blessed day, sir," and I was like, I started burning right there on the spot now. But I was like, "Oh, that's so nice." They never say anything like that down here. They're just like, "Have a good day, get the hell out of my store." Yeah.
How do we start off on this tangent?
You were like, what are you? You
No,
were
no,
like, why don't you believe in
no,
God? And
Because
I
you
was
were
like,
talking about
oh,
joining the religion club for like athletes or something because of some
oh,
girl.
yeah.
oh yeah, the FCA. Oh yeah, but about that, did I ever tell you guys about that in
I don't
detail?
think you
You
did.
said You just said some sports, and then there was a girl, and then you joined, and then they just started doing prayers.
Yeah, and you were just listening to metal.
There was this cute girl. She was white, and you know I love white girls, baby. Hold on. Damn, that tastes good. Oh my god. Anyways.
Wow.
Her name was Kiara. She had blue eyes, and she was white. And she had like freckles and like dirty blonde hair. I liked her. I liked her for a real long time. I liked her for like 3 years. That was like my maximum simp, dude. I swear. There was girls throwing themselves at me, and I was like, "Oh, Kiara," and she was just like, "Die," and I was like, "Oh,
oh maybe next time."
Well, what ended up happening was we went on a field trip, and it was a Christian thing. So we went to a church that had a homeless shelter in it, and we went to like one of those kitchens, and we like made food for them. But all we did was put rice in a bag. Pretty much, we put rice in a bunch of bags. And honestly, I did. No, I think it was like beans or something. Like we were portioning the beans for the cooks to cook for the homeless people. I think that's what we were doing, something like that. And honestly, like I said, I'm not Christian, but I enjoyed doing that. It felt good, helping the community. But anyways, we did that, and then we went to the movies, and we watched the Angry Birds movie. Epic, let me tell you. That's besides the point, but it was a great movie. Recommend 10 out of 10 IGN. And I was sitting next to these two girls. Alexa was like a Mexican girl. She was like good friends with me. And the girl Kiara, she was sitting next to her, and Alexa was like, "Oh, Kiara, why don't you just give Nick a chance? Like, he's so nice." And she was just silent.
She was like, "Bird go grr."
She was just silent. And then we went to Mr. Gaddy's afterwards. Well, we went to Mr. Gaddy's afterwards, and I ended up asking her, like, "Hey, you want to go out?" And she was like, "No." And that's when I was like, "Oh, I drank all the coffee at Mr. Gaddy's. Like I literally emptied the 2 coffee machines. I drank both.
That's what we gotta do.
In 6th grade,
oh my god!
I drank all the coffee, and I sat in the old person section with the old people in the corner.
Oh my god!
Yes, I was just sitting there drinking coffee. No, they could see the pain in my eyes. Yep, and that was my Christian experience.
God, if they started talking to you and giving you some old people advice.
So what I wanted to say, one time we went on a school field trip and we watched The Book of Life. You remember that movie?
I thought you were gonna say The Notebook for some reason. I got scared.
We watched The Book of Life, and like at one point, I don't remember what happened, but like they said something and the theater went quiet. Some kid, one of the kids at our school, while the theater's dead silent.
Oh god!
What do you mean? And everyone just laughed, dude. I laughed. I thought it was funny. That was it. I saw that. Actually, on the way back to school, because it was like right by there, we walked. I hit my head on a stop sign, and then I got in trouble for it.
How did you do that? You're not even that tall.
You think I can't jump, boy?
You got in trouble for hitting your head?
Yeah. Yeah, it was an old.
We live in a society.
He was a little bit, not all there. He was very old. He was also racist, but that's not important.
Brandon hits his head, it just went dong, and the old man was like, "Hey, you stop there!"
I saw the stop sign, and I looked back. I saw Andy in the back of the row, and I was like, "I'm gonna hit my head on that stop sign." So I jumped and faked hit my head on the stop sign. I didn't even hit it. I did the thing where you like kick the pole of a stop sign, and you kick a pole and knock your head back. Sounds like you hit your head real hard. And the teacher was like, "Hey, sir, knock it off. Get over here. You're gonna walk with me back to school." And I was like, I hit my head, sir. I need to go nurse. And he's like, "You're walking with me. Stay back here."
Imagine if that's how Andy and Brandon met.
No, we met a long time before that.
I remember the teachers used to bully me in elementary school because I didn't know how to tie my shoes. So I didn't know how to tie my shoes until 6th grade, man. Let me tell you. True story.
I didn't learn till 3rd.
And the teachers tied my shoes for me. Jay, you want to invite me to Battlefront?
Oh.
The teachers used to bully me. They would be like, "You don't know how to tie your shoes," and I was like, "No." And they were like, "Oh, you want to hold my hand?" And I was like, "Okay." I was just a kid. I was so innocent.
I wore like kids Skechers until 7th grade. You know what? You know what though? They would make fun of me, but I only stopped because they didn't make the shoes like that in my shoe size anymore.
I didn't wear Skechers. My parents made me
Like
wear
all the kids
shoes
were
that
there,
had
and they're like,
laces, and I couldn't tie
they're
them.
like,
They
"Dude,
made
what are
fun
you
of me.
wearing, dude? It's got like springs." And I was like, "Yeah, and they were like, "Man, it's got springs." I was like, "Yeah, your mom buy you those shoes for $500, retard. I got mine for $30 bucks."
It's kind of funny how like when we were younger, it mattered so much if people made fun of us. But now, like,
it's because now we have thicker skin.
Like now, like I straight up walk around with a box of cereal.
He did that. I'm not sure if you know that, Nick. He did that.
Bro, I left the room and came back with freaking barbecued bird. You think I care?
Dude, imagine.
I don't mean a chicken. I mean a dove.
Brandon, imagine if last year, like, like you remember how like we were able to like to go and get food like in the middle of 3rd period, or like before or after when we went to lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if like just like we like, oh, can I go get my food? My parents dropped off. And they're like, okay, yeah, sure. And then you go and you come back with a whole rotisserie chicken, dude. And then like you're at lunch with a whole tray and like a chicken.
It's like November, and you're like, "Oh, can I go pick up my lunch?" And they're like, "Sure." And you just come back with the Luby's turkey. They're just like, "Sir."
That day, like, that day that I got barbecue was intense, man.
No, dude, like that one day when I had like the whole baguette and I was just walking around with it.
French ribs.
Yeah, I walked into my 3rd period and like the whole year, it was like the end of the year. The whole year, my math teacher, like she always looked at me so worried because she thought like I wanted to die. And like I always wear all black. I had long black hair. I forgot what else I had, but I was like,
it's been a while since I remembered emo Jay.
And then I just walk in with a whole bread in my hand, and I took a bite out of it, and everyone just stared at me like, "What the hell?"
You told Brandon about the time that I left Diesel, right?
Then came back with the chicken.
Oh my god!
Yeah, have you ever talked about that on the podcast?
I don't think
remember.
so.
It might have been season 1.
Did you delete season 1 or is it still up?
Continuity errors if it was still up.
All right, we're gonna have a retelling of it then.
Only Jesus would remember.
So Jay, you want to tell it from your perspective, and then I'll take over once you don't know what happened.
So it was one of those fun Fridays, and my livestock class was barbecuing, and we found out. And Nick was like, "Oh, my friends are in that class. I'll be back." And then he disappeared for like 20 minutes. And then he comes back
I don't even think I had told you. I don't even think I had told you I'm gonna be back. You were like, oh, they're barbecuing, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. I just got up and I walked out the hangar or the garage.
He straight up left. He left the whole thing, and me and Andrew were just there for 20 minutes. We're like, where the hell's Nick? And then he comes back with a plate that had pigeon or whatever
Dove.
bird. Yeah, it had dove. It had
Dove, yeah.
dove,
I'll
a
eat
corn,
pigeon.
like a corn on the cob. He had rice and beans. He just, I was,
Sausage and a chicken breast.
Incredible.
And then I came back with it. I remember I went over there, and like, it was funny because it was my welding class was the ones who were like actually cooking the food, even though livestock was hosting it, and like there was the full class of like all the welding kids, like all the juniors, the underclassmen, and they were just there like all angry because they couldn't like get the barbecue. I just walked in through the front door and I was like, "Sup, dude?" And then I just walked into the back, grab a plate of barbecue, and walk past all of them.
You know what?
And I remember our teacher was like, "Oh, where'd you go, sir?" And I was like, "Oh, I went to get some food." And he's like, "Oh, you can't leave. Like, you can't just walk out." And I was like, "Oh, you want some food or what?" And he's like, "Yeah."
and then
I was
he
like, "All right, here
started
you go."
talking to us about possums.
Oh my god, dude, that story. So he was telling us about. I think he was saying that he used to work by a ranch or something. Or no, he said that he used to work with some guys that owned a ranch, and that everything they would kill on the farm, they would turn into sausage. So like the pigs, the deer, like the goat, and like he said one time that he was eating some sausage and it tasted weird. He's like, "What is that, man?" And he was like, "Oh, it's some possum. It's possum." And my teacher was like, "What? What do you mean it's possum?" And he's like, "Oh, we told you everything we killed on the farm. We don't let anything go to waste." And he was like, "What the hell, man?"
That just reminded me of a
That's
second
when he stopped
story.
eating their food.
It's like, I don't know
It's
how the
funny.
first one came to mind, but like I wasn't here. I wasn't in state. I was like, or no, I was in state. I wasn't in the city. I was like somewhere in Texas. I have no idea.
He escaped from the city.
Yeah, I was somewhere in Texas, and I remember it was for some competition for something my sister was in. And all right, so imagine like the first
Oh my
episode of
God.
Bunny Girl, right? Like I walk into like some library area, but
Was there a
yeah,
girl in a bunny
imagine like
suit?
a girl in a bunny suit, but it's actually like a 40-year-old man walking around in half a mascot costume, and no one batted an eye except me.
Huh.
I see what you mean now.
Like it was just some 40-year-old man. He looked dead, dude. Like he had large circles under his eyes, and he looked like he was on the verge of passing out. I don't even know what the mascot was. It might have been like a pig or something.
Tony the
It
Tiger.
was Tony the Tiger without his mask on. So he's just walking around like this big old suit with like a small head that looks like he's on the verge of death. He's walking around and looking at him very concerned. And like everyone else is just doing their own thing, not looking at him. I was like, does no one else just see the man about to die here? And he looked at me and he just like stared at me for a second. I was like, and
Oh,
then
that's so scary.
he nodded and he turned around and just kept walking. And I was like, huh. I don't know what you said that
They destroyed our
reminded me
freaking thingy.
of that, but I remember that. And then the second one, so like there's this store in the Texas capital, Austin, right? And they have
Oh,
actually, I
I've
don't
never
think
been
it's in
there.
Austin, but it's
Surprisingly.
around that area. And it has a store, and they sell like a whole bunch of weird exotic candies. Like they have bacon soda, a
So you're
lot
gonna
of
say
bacon flavored
weed?
things, and they have like some scorpion lollipop. My cousin comes from there, brings me bacon soda, bacon mints, and a bacon lollipop. And at this point, my dad had just
All of that sounds
my
disgusting.
dad had just got us a trampoline. It's like they were setting it up, and my cousin just says, "Here," and he gives me a bacon lollipop. I had no idea what it was. I just looked at it. I was like, huh, I licked it and I was just disgusted.
Brendan
No,
throws up.
I licked the lollipop and I was like, and I just.
Baby bottle pop. Baby bottle pop.
No, I'm speaking about like weird candies, but I have Dr. Pepper cotton candy with me right now. And I've been eating it during the whole podcast.
Yummy.
Man, I'm so proud of you guys that you made the decision to not drink. I feel like I'm dad right now or something, but I'm so proud of you guys.
Yeah, for like the longest time, my family's been like, "Oh yeah, when you turn 21, we're gonna take you to Vegas and we're gonna drink the night away or something." And I was like,
dang, dude, Vegas, just go to the strip
even when I
club,
was
bro.
like, even when I was young, I was like, I hate that idea.
King Kaneki over here.
Why?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm
just gonna turn 21 and they're all gonna be like, "Happy
just
birthday!" My dad's like, "You want to drink now?" I'll be like, "No." And he's like, "More for me." That's probably what's gonna happen. It's not even gonna be like heavy alcohol. It's gonna be like a Miller Lite or something.
I think the best thing about you guys not drinking is you're gonna get to see everyone else messed up. That's what I like. Like, I like drinking and everything. Like, yeah, this is fun. But like, my favorite part is seeing everyone die. And like, I have a high tolerance, so it's like I'm never like, oh, like I don't know. It's funny because like I drink as much as other people do, and they're like all messed up, dying, and I'm just there looking at them like, like Setch, dude. I felt bad for him, man. Like his first time drinking, we went to a party with like a bunch of people who had graduated high school already. Dude, he was throwing up like hardcore, like someone turned on the faucet. And I was just there like, "You're good, bro. You're good." Like I was patting him on the back, but in the back of my mind, I was like, "Whatever." Yeah, it's fun. Don't drink, kids.
So like the one kid listening to this that plans on like not drinking, good for you. They're probably older than me.
Yeah, if you're not drinking, or if you don't plan to drink, or you say you're not going to drink, I'm proud of you. Good on you, man. More for me. No. No, but that's good. I don't know what happened to our not so mutual friend, Jay. The one that you don't like. The one that I'm in a band with. He said that he just can't drink anymore. He's like, every time I drink, like even a little bit, my body rejects it. I'm like, oh, that's because you're a P word. Like, you guys don't want to drink? I'm like, oh, that's cool. But like, if it's someone who's all like in my band and they want to act all big shot, and they're like, I can't. I'm like, you're a little freaking pansy.
I feel like one day, like when Nick's in his band and he's just like doing whatever with the band, I'm gonna like tag along for one of those shows just because I'm gonna be a supportive friend. I'm gonna support the band. And
what do you mean, boy? The film crew.
And it's like I'm just gonna be there, and everyone's just gonna be like partying, dude. Like everyone's gonna be rocking out and drinking. I'm just gonna be there. I'm like, guys, I need you to quiet down. I need you quiet on set.
Yeah, but it's gonna be like backstage, freaking fractured, dude. Everyone's partying, and he's like, "Quiet on set, quiet on set."
Quiet, I need
some like, dude's getting room
ambience.
This is some dude's getting sloppy toppy in the corner of the room, and Ben is like, "Quiet on set."
Ma'am, I don't see a grapefruit on you. You better quiet down.
Grapefruit. Oh my
It's a
god.
hood classic.
Jay, you haven't seen the Motley Crue movie yet? Oh, there's this one scene I gotta tell you about. So it's like the bands, they're all sitting at a
I know
table,
what
right?
you're
Like a
talking
round
about
table.
immediately.
They're all sitting there. Yeah, they're all sitting there, and like this record producer comes and he's like, "Oh, we want to like sign you to this label," and they're like, "Oh, sit down and talk to us about it." And he sits down and he zip, like his pants gonna get zipped, and he's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!" And he like stands up, and then a girl comes out from underneath the table, and she's like, "Well, you don't want it?" It was funny. The guy was all like freaking out, and the band was like, "I don't know, man. I don't trust a guy that turns down a free blowjob." Yeah, and then they died in a car crash.
What a strange way to put it, Nick. No, you're not wrong.
Am I wrong?
You're really not. And then like Ozzy Osbourne snorts ants or whatever.
Oh no, he licks
That
the
was
pee off
after.
the freaking floor. Yeah, but he still did it. I don't think I'll ever be like Ozzy Osbourne, dude. Oh my god. I don't think anything in my mind would just tell me like, "Hey, that dude just peed on the floor. Let me lick it up." I don't think.
There's a lot of things he did.
I haven't got to that stage
more
yet.
than just that.
Yeah, I don't think I've gotten to that stage yet where I can even consider that. Kiss dudes, maybe. No.
There was like a one time where he like apparently got blackout drunk and tried to kill his wife, and then she was like, "Stop," and he was like, "Eh," and he woke up and he was like, "Huh?"
Dude, I almost killed someone at work today. They were like poking me in the ribs, like all playfully, like it was a dude, and he always does it, and it annoys me. And I had a knife in my hand, like a big kitchen knife, like Michael Myers. I just turned around, I was like, "You really want to be doing that right now?"
He's just like, "Bro, it was just a joke, bro. It was just a joke." And you're there, and you're like, "Yeah, see who's laughing in a second. Keep doing it."
Like, yeah, funny joke. Y'all see my joke?
My left eye is just gonna become the goal eye. I'm gonna get the goal
You're
eye.
just like, "I'm
today.
hungry, and there's no more coffee."
I'm like, let's go to the freezer. I want to show you a funny meme. Like, Coggin is gonna come out.
You're gonna pull a Rize on him?
Oh my god.
Freezer, I'm gonna show you a funny meme.
You can kill him.
That's...
There's blood all over the fries. What happened, Nick? I
What
coughed, man.
happened? You want to see
I think
this
I should
meme?
go home.
If someone told me to go into a freezer to look at a meme, I'd probably just leave. I'd probably quit my job.
Well, you're not supposed to have your phone out at work, and the freezer's the only place you can have your phone out because there's no cameras in there. Reason. Yeah, so it's believable until the freaking tentacles come out of my spine.
Mr. Slim.
Now, Brandon, when are you gonna watch Tokyo Ghoul?
Jay, I'm scared
when am I gonna watch
that
Tokyo
when I
Ghoul?
see my, I'm scared that when I see my ex, I'm gonna call her Rize.
I don't know, Jay. I just
I'm really scared that's gonna happen.
Once.
He will watch it, Jay. Trust me, he will. But he's got a lot on the back burner right now. Yeah, he'll dye his hair white after he watches it. That's why he's putting it off.
I'm just gonna like walk outside with white hair, and people will be like, "What's up with that guy?" And I'm gonna go into the store with a mask on, white hair. Like,
he's gonna be listening to Unravel. Oh my god. I'm gonna start doing my makeup like Kaneki, guys.
I don't think he has makeup.
No, in season 4 when he has like all the
During the
lines
wedding
in his
or
eyes and
after?
stuff.
Oh no, that's just
After.
scarred into his body, in his face.
Yeah, but for a person, it's makeup. I'm not gonna go home and be like, hold on, let me heat up my knife.
Burn some triangles into your eye. Oh my god, Brandon should have been there when his daughter came out.
If it's trendy. Jay died. Jay literally died. I was like, oh, that's cute. And Jay was like, oh.
Yeah, I was fine. And that was like my third time seeing it, and I was like fine. And then when she just hugged his leg and went, ah, I was like,
Yeah, I watched a bit of the Chunibyo movie again on YouTube, and I died. Like,
bro, Sasuke's
guys,
daughter.
There's two
I just want to
moths.
kill myself.
There's two moths in my room, and they're doing like synchronized swimming on the tile.
They're gonna
the stanky leg, dude.
They're gonna get it on, bro. Leave them alone.
Just flying in circles, and it looks mesmerizing.
Jay's gonna play the saxophone for them, and they're gonna get it on.
I'll play Unravel on my saxophone.
That sounds terrible. Like, I can just imagine that sounds bad. I imagine it sounding like a goose honking to the beat of Unravel.
I'm looking it up right now.
Unravel on a...
Unravel on a goose.
Unravel.
Someone just grabs the goose's neck.
Oh boy. Unravel alto saxophone cover.
Yeah, I'm really scared that he has a bass actually. Don't you have a bass tenor? Hey, we're gonna get copyrighted. Turn it off.
Shout out to Crimson Sax for playing that. I only used like 7 seconds, but I don't want to get I don't want to get a strike.
Bro, I striked your mom.
Can't believe you would do that, man. That's my mom, bro. Come on.
I striked your mom with my plasma rifle and Halo, dumb head. I showed your mom my freaking my scorpion, bro.
Oh, that gave me PTSD from earlier.
Only real N-words understand what that means.
People.
I was hunting scorpions in Animal Crossing.
Unfortunate.
Oh, you're gay.
We immediately insult them.
Nothing against Animal Crossing, but leave the scorpions alone.
They're 8,000 each.
Too bad. Sell your freaking nudes like every other e-girl in Animal Crossing.
I don't think
they're like, oh, freaking 5,000 bells. I'll show you my feet
Reddit, I don't
think
Tom Nook slides like that.
Oh, you never know. Have you asked him?
No. Does Tom Nook like feet? These are important questions.
Leave it down in the comments below. Does Tom Nook like feet?
There was something going on with him and Sable.
I don't know, dude. All I know is I want to get it on with a cat from Animal Crossing.
Confirmed here on the Hivecast and Nick the Furry.
Oh my god! Oh! Forgive me, Lord!
We were doing so good.
Oh, I got smote down by Jesus, dude. I got cramps in my gut.
Oh.
Yeah, I just got killed by a freaking ball.
Yeah, my sister said she wanted to get Animal Crossing. I just responded with unfortunate.
Why are you so against it?
I do not care about Animal Crossing. I'm making
okay,
jokes.
but that doesn't mean you.
I'm making jokes. They're jokes. If you get offended, you are libertarian.
Guys, calm down. I have to take a poop. You're upsetting my stomach.
I don't like Animal Crossing, but some guy I didn't like on Twitter said that if you play Animal Crossing, you're gay, and I was like, wow, look at this dude, bro. Really saying that people can't play Animal Crossing. Wow, bro.
Like, the reason I want to get it is to harass people. That's why I want to get it. I want to make people miserable. Like, I'm sure I can enjoy it. I like games that are that style. But the main purpose is I want to go in there and just make people die. I want to make people die in Animal Crossing. They're gonna leave a bunch of stuff on the floor, and I was about to make a very racist joke. I was gonna say my nose is gonna turn into a hook. I'm just gonna pick up all the stuff they leave on the floor.
Captain Hook from Peter Pan.
Peter Pan. They're gonna leave. Can they leave bells on the floor? I don't think they can, right?
What are you gonna do? What, are you gonna scam people?
They're gonna leave money on the floor. They're gonna be like, my shekels.
You need to stop.
There's like a picture of some white kid, and he's wearing his cap backwards. He's holding like $4 in cash, and it just says 12 smackaroos. What happened?
What happened?
I thought you just ended it. I was like, wow, you didn't even give an outro. How rude.
I put my wrapper down next to my phone, and my phone's like, oh, thanks for recording, bye.
I'm pretty sure Nick thinks we just ended it.
I think so too, but we're not. That's a problem. We were at like 50-something minutes, I think.
More like 59. I think we had just barely passed an hour.
I don't. Oh, there he is.
Okay, I don't have to send them.
I'm looking at the restroom right now, writing a freaking Green Day album.
Any more cotton candy? Any more figs?
Are we still going? Or did we lose everything?
No, we're still going.
All right, I'm fine with that.
I don't know what happened. I put my wrapper down, and then it was like, bye. It made me sad. I think we just need like 5 or 10 more minutes.
Yeah, we got to talk about something important. They added chains to Minecraft. What use do we have for iron bars now?
They have chains?
They added chains in the new snapshot.
What do those look like?
Chains. I don't know.
But like,
let me look at it.
I'm confused.
I haven't seen them. I just know they added chains. Yo, is that real? Yo, no way. Hold on. Wait a minute. Dude, is that real, dude? Hold on.
Brandon's tweaking.
I am tweaking.
So, can we talk about something real quick? I have really good acoustics in my bathroom right now. But,
do the Halo theme.
I suck at singing. So, are we gonna, what's the difference between Blu-ray and regular Ray?
I mean, the two different ones are blue and red, but the difference is that they just read different waves.
Red Ray?
It's not red. It's not called red ray. It's called something else. But yeah,
Red Ray.
Like back when Blu-ray first came out, there was like this whole feud before the red one and the blue one, and the big problem was that different movie studios would sign with the one or the other, so there wasn't really. So like if you bought like a Blu-ray player, or you bought the red one, you couldn't you couldn't watch like every single movie that you wanted to, since like there was like different movies on different types of disc.
But is there like any difference in quality?
I don't remember.
Doesn't matter now. We got Netflix.
He turned into R2-D2.
Everything. He did. I think he's gone. He just turned into R2-D2 and he's gone.
Huh.
Alright, I want to mess.
Are you okay? You turned into that kid from South Park.
Yeah, I died. I wanna mention
What is
the
that
resurgence of.
What sound? What are you talking about? Are you guys on something right now?
I wanna mention the resurgence of FNAF. What happened?
No. All right,
Like,
I think it was a good place to end it.
No. Hold on.
My God.
I need to talk about something. Look, there was one FNAF meme, and all of a sudden, FNAF is back.
I like how Jay's freaking out. Is it a problem to practice proper hygiene? I can't just wash my hands in the middle of a podcast, or what?
Oh, you're washing your hands.
What did you think? I was going number one or something? What did you think I was doing?
Oh, you're letting it flow.
That hard? Dang, I wish. I'm not that young.
It just seeps out or what?
Yeah, it just leaks, dude. It's not like fucking god dang. What are those things called? Super soaker? Nah, brother. FNAF.
FNAF, dude. FNAF's pretty cool, dude. I got FNAF 4. Jay has FNAF 4.
I have FNAF 1, and then I cheated. I got mad because I couldn't get past night 5, and I was like, you know what? Screw it. And I just turned on like all the cheats just to see what they did. And yeah, I based off of that, I now think Freddy Fazbear is sentient.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know how to tell this to you, Brandon. Like, he's really active, right? On like the 5th night and the 6th night. He's really active, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna use the radar and like the unlimited power so I can learn his patterns, right? The 5th and the 6th night, he literally did not move from the stage. He did not move to any other room. He just stayed there. Everyone else was normal. He just stayed there.
And then let me guess, you turned off the cheats and he killed you?
I didn't even turn off my cheats because I was scared. I was scared he was going to kill me in real life. He like kills me more than anyone else in the game.
It's a good place to end off now.
Hold on, I hear a Blue Man Group concert outside my house. I just hear a whole bunch of tubes.
Brandon's gonna die?
Dude, I think I'm gonna die. I saw some light flashing.
Oh, it's the 4th kind, Jay?
They're coming. It's the end of the podcast. They're coming for us.
Alright, well that does it for this episode of the Hivecast. Make sure to wash your hands.
Sponsored by Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
No, we're not.
Socks every day.